The third and final way we're going to mess with function values is what we call piecewise functions. Okay? These look very, very scary. But they are really no different than what you've been doing before with on A3 or function values of plugging stuff in. It's just instead of one equation, you have three equations, and they have been broken up into, instead of the whole number line and one choice, you have broken up the number line into three different parts. Okay? Sometimes there's only two parts. Sometimes there's 5 parts. But there's only 3 parts. A good reason you might mess around with stuff like this is when you're analyzing data, maybe certain parts of it only fit a certain type of equation, and then you change what's going on, and then you have this other thing going on. Okay? A car changes its motion throughout the whole thing, but you want to actually find the equation motion of a car throughout the whole different time periods, and you break these things up into parts. Okay? For us, all we're wanting to do in this case is they're going to pick an x, h of 67. They want to know, if I pick 67, what's my y value? Okay? Now, as easy as it is, 67, all of this stuff over here just tells you which level to pick. If you have an x that's between 63 and 66, that's what you use. If you have one that is bigger or equal to 66 and less than or equal to 68, you use that. If you have a number that's bigger than 68, you're going to use that. That's all there is to it. Okay? All that craziness, just look here and see what you got. Okay? So I've got 67. 67 fits into which level? Middle, right? So 67's right here. So I'm going to go 3 times 67 minus 132. Ooh, that's a big 3 times 67. 1, carry the 2, 18. 201 minus 132. 68, 69? Boom, I think. Okay? And there's your answer. So that works. Now for the homework, on page 10, or is it 11? Or 10, I hit 9, no, I thought it was 8. So page 10, there's, to start with, four problems that are pretty much the same for what they want you to find. Okay? They're going to want you to pick x to be -5, and then one time to be 12. So for each one of these, you're going to pick a value and go about it. Let me kind of show you what I mean with number 49, since it's got one of the issues. So first, I want to find f of -5. So given on number 49, where does -5 fit? Is it less than -6? It's actually between -6 and 12. So -5 is here. Morning, Ro. That goes there. So now I'm going to do -5 squared plus -5 plus 1. That's 25 minus 5 is it. So I want to get 21. If it was a number less, if I was at -7, I'd use this one. If it was 13, I'd use this one. In this case, I want 12. Where does 12 go? Well, I see 12 there and I see 12 there. But that one's greater than 12. This one is less than or equal to 12. So now I got to do 12 squared plus 12 plus 1. 144, 154, 157. And there you go. Okay. Later on, you're going to get a couple word problems or so. Read what they've got. I think there's a couple things I can eliminate for you. Income tax, that's all right. There might be a Y value over here for what you need. You can find those. A lot of weird stuff, but that's how your income taxes are figured out. On the last one, oh, I went the wrong page, sorry. One page up. Don't worry about the domain of the function. That'll lead us into the next day's assignment. So don't worry about stating the domain. You will have maybe some things to watch out for this. Remember reading the directions as far as years and data tables. There's a kind of an important thing you got to mess with there. All right? That's all I got. For you guys, make sure you just attach the photo of this stuff right now and turn that in. All the IXLs will be covered, but just put the the Piecewise stuff on there and we'll be good to go.